Hey, what up and welcome. It's Matthew here, the designer and developer. This is my YouTube channel, Coded Design, where I teach coding and user interface design. In this video, I'm just going to show you a basic and a simple way to upload an image to a server. So if you don't have XAMPP, please download XAMPP. This is a piece of software that enables you to run PHP locally. And also here as a code editor, I'm using Visual Studio Code. So in my server on htdocs, in my XAMPP files, I've got these three files. So here I was just practicing how to do pretty URLs, and this idea popped up in my mind. I was like, let me quickly jump to it. So ignore this file and this one, the router. It has got nothing to do with this tutorial. So just type index, and that is it. Sorry about that noise. So let me pause the video. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that noise. So this is where we are. So what I'm going to do now, I've got this index.php. We are going to integrate PHP and HTML. So if you want to put HTML in PHP, you just write it as it is, and then when you want to write a PHP code, and then you open and close the PHP tag. So let's just jump straight into it. Let's create a form here. Okay, for now let's ignore the action. It's not that important. So what we want to do, we want to include the method. But what type of a request method that we are going to do? It's going to be a post. So when you are communicating with the server, it's either you use post or you use get. I will explain maybe the difference between these two on another video. And then what is also important here as an attribute, it's what's this thing, type, encryption type, and then we'll say multi part / form data. Okay, as we know that in this channel we are all learning and also we are beginners, don't really stress much about memorizing these things. For that matter, I believe programming or development, it's not about memorizing or syntax or memorizing code, but it's about the solutions that you come up with using a specific language, for instance like PHP. So you can just copy these things from the internet for now. It's not something to write a story about. So I think we are done with the form. Now let's create an input. The first input that we are going to create, it's going to be a file, and then we're just going to give it a name so that we can use this name on the PHP. So since we are going to upload images, let's just say this is going to be an image. Let's just run this and see. As you can see, we only have got this file upload, and then we can upload any file here. Then after we are done, nothing happens. Okay, so now let's add a button called another input, and then the type of this input is going to be submit. Okay, let's just give it a name. Okay, let's just give it a name and say upload and save. So let's just check what's in there. As you can see, we've got a button upload. So when we are done adding a file, then we can upload it, and that's it. Okay, so what else do we want? Okay, let's just quickly talk about this. This is a form. So this button, when this type of an input is submit, it will mean that it has got a special communication with the form itself. So meaning that when you click this submit, the form will do what it's supposed to do. So it will perform all the instructions that it needs. So without this submit button, the form is not triggered. It's like it doesn't fire up to upload things on a server. And I think that's all for this one. And then let's include a PHP file. By including a PHP tag and closing a PHP tag. Okay, and that's it. So meaning that when we click here and click upload, as you can see, this file that we are currently in, it refreshes. That means this submit button is working. Now let's try to display some things. Okay, first of all, I'm going to echo a br tag. Okay, I'm going to echo a br tag. A br tag is just, it's like pressing enter so that you can jump into a new line. So I want some sort of a gap between what we are going to display and the elements that we have there. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, we need to try to understand, we need to be sure if does this page, when we are clicking this, does it receive something from the user interface. Okay, does PHP receive something from HTML? So in order for us to check that, let's just print, let's just do var dump. Var dump, it's like dumping a variable. If you want to see the content of an array or whatever, or even if it's just a variable, if you want to see what's inside it, you can use a var dump. And then the other thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going to also echo a pre-tag. A pre-tag will just arrange the array that we have in a more pleasing manner or easy to see, but we will test that when we get there. So we are interested on checking a super global PHP called files. So this is a super global. It's responsible for receiving or handling anything that has been sent by the code, the HTML code. So here we want to know what's inside. Okay, so as you can see, when it's our first time to load, there is nothing inside. As you can see, it's 0. So let's see when we are at least attaching something, and then click upload. As you can see, here is the information. So that means we can receive something. So this is information about the uploaded file. This is the name that we have used on this HTML. So let's quickly change it and see. Change it to peak and refresh, and then click here, same, nothing at the moment, but when we click upload, as you can see, now this changes to peak. I hope you get that one. So these are the things that the server receives, and we are interested in let's just check. First of all, we are interested in the file name, yes, and also we are interested in the file type. Yes, we're also going to use the file type. And then this temp is just a temporal folder where this picture has been saved. Okay, so let's continue, because now we know that we can receive something from the HTML. Okay, so what we want to do now, we want to use a PHP function called move underscore uploaded file. Okay, uploaded file. Let's see what's the first argument. I think the first argument, let me just quickly check here. Okay, let me do this. Let me just check what's the first argument. String 2. Okay, the file path of the uploaded folder. Okay, let's just say the file path is test pic test.jpg. Okay, let's see what's the next one. The destination to move the file to a new location. Okay, it's fine. Now I understand this. Okay, so this is test.jpg. Let's say .jpeg. This is test.jpeg, and this one is where the file is coming from. So as soon as we click here on this HTML, obviously this file that we have highlighted is being sent to this PHP code. So now we want to catch that. So how do we catch that? We use the variable that we have tested with, which is files, and then in files we specify that we want is it image or pic at the moment. Let's just quickly check here. It's pic. Let's change it to image. Let's change it to image, and then we want image, and then from there we want the temporal file. So tmp, I think it's tmp what? Okay, let's just quickly check here. Temp name, tmp name. So this is how you just some sort of write things without really memorizing them, because you can find clues about whatever global variables, as I'm doing now. So this is what I want, temp name. Okay, let's see, temp name. Okay, as you can see, we are moving the files that we are going to receive. At the moment it's on temp name, and then we are going to move it to test location. As you can see here, I don't have any folders. It means that this file will sit just right here, and this will be the name for it. Let's just quickly test that. Run. Let us say undefined key and what. Okay, don't mind about this for now. Let's just quickly test. I was supposed to do some validations before. Okay, as you can see, we've got something. Let's click. Okay, now let's check here. As you can see, here is that file. Let's upload another one so that we can be 100% sure if the files are uploaded. Okay, this is Figma. Click upload. Let's just check. Is Figma uploaded? It's not here now. The file Figma is not here. Okay, let me refresh. Don't mind about this. I will talk about it now. Let's check if a file called Figma is uploaded. Upload it. Okay, let's just check. Is it me or because this is test and okay, sorry guys. As you can see, every time this is not dynamic. Okay, my mistake. Okay, so now at least we know that this is working. So what we want to do, we want to make sure before, so that we want to erase this error. This is the error that we want to remove. This means that we need to check if is set. First of all, let's say if is set name, meaning that if this name has been set, if this image has been set, that means we are receiving an image from HTML. If this is set, then we can only move this image. Okay, we can only move this image. Okay, if is set image, what's the problem? Cannot insert another of an expression can use. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, okay, sorry guys. The problem is I'm in a hurry, if I can be honest. Okay, let's say we've got files. Sorry about that. So this image is here on files. Not a square bracket. Okay, and that is it. Okay, then we say image. Let's save. Yes, as you can see, so we are getting the name image from files. So this is a super global, so we're getting this. So we can only upload if we are sure that an image has been sent. So if this is not null, then we can do that. So first let's confirm that if this will be erased. As you can see, now we don't have any errors, because even if this is not set, the program can catch and understand that it has not been set. Okay, now let's change this, because as you can see here, we've got only test JPEG. So this will be the only file name that will be here, of which we don't want that. So let's take the file name from this, from HTML, the way it was sent. So we've got image and we want the name. Okay, so let's just quickly read through this. We've got a form that wants to communicate with PHP, with the current PHP file, and then it has got an input called image, so the image will sit here. Okay, and then this is a submit to trigger the form action so that it can communicate. So when we're here on PHP, what we want to receive the image that we've got. First of all, we want to test was there any image that was sent before we continue. Yes. If yes, move that image from a temporal location and move it to the current directly, and the name of it, you take the name of it. So let's just quickly see and run, see if we are winning. Just refresh. Okay, let's upload. Sorry, let's upload. Okay, let's click this one and then upload. Okay, now let's check. Okay, don't have test. I wonder what might have happened if it's set. You see image, I think my image is wrong. As you can see, my image is wrong. Sorry about that. Save. Okay, image about that. Errors will always occur. So errors are not things that you are supposed to be afraid of them, because even if you are an expert, they are always there. So you just have to work on your debugging skills, okay, and also the understanding of what might have happened if things don't work. As you can see, we've got Figma. Let's just refresh and upload the last one. Let's see what's the name of that one. Let's say how Figma, and then upload. Let's check here to see. Here is it, how Figma. As a bonus, let's always display the image that we have some sort of uploaded, so that we can see after uploading. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to echo a string, obviously, because HTML is always a string, and then the tag that I'm going to use is going to be img, and then src, meaning that the source of the image, src is equal to, which is the source of this image tag, it must be. Now I need to add this name. I need to add this name here so that it can display that current name. Okay, this is an image tag with that current name. Let's just see. Restart, upload. Let's just choose a different one. Let's choose this one. Upload. As you can see, this is what has been uploaded. Let's just choose another one, another different one. Let's see, let's choose me here. This is me. Upload. As you can see, this is me. Okay guys, I hope this was helpful. We have reached the end of this video. So in this approach, I just wanted you to show you that you can make some mistake and try to find some clues, dump some information on the screen, so that the information that you've dumped on the screen can guide you to whatever you want. Otherwise, for me, Matthew Msingati, that's all about it. If you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor and subscribe. See you on the next one.